Welcome back guys to a new video. Now today's video is going to be showing you guys the brand new updated official update for the Xbox One and the PS4 for Ark Survival Evolved. There's been so much added since I last did this video, so I thought I'd do like sort of a roundup of the final update before it does get released. Right now, unfortunately, we still don't have an ETA, but I'm going to show you some information on that as well in this video. There's so much to go through, and there's so much for you guys to see of all the new stuff that is coming with this update. There's some really big things, so we're going to go through everything, and I hope you guys do enjoy this video. And if you do, and if you wouldn't mind dropping a like and subscribing if you're new to the channel as well, that'd be great. Thank you for just all the support you've been showing. We're nearly on 36,000 subscribers, which is amazing. Getting closer and closer every day to that 40,000, which is amazing. So just thank you all. It really does mean so much to me. But anyway, apart from that, so as you'll see, what I usually do, I read from the Xbox patch notes. The PS4 patch notes are exactly the same. Every single time it's like console, the PS4 will get exactly the same as the Xbox. But it's obviously the version for the PS4 is version 506, and then on the Xbox is version 753, which is the only difference between the updates. So we're just going to go straight in with it now, guys, and then showing you everything that is new with this update. So, the new mechanic, which we have talked about before, is coming, which is the aquatic and amphibious creature breeding, which is to be able to have, like, baby megalodons or something like that. Like, there's lots and lots of videos on, you know, on these different types of breeding videos, you know, with the new for underwater creatures. I've seen so many, you know, my like fellow ARK YouTubers have done videos on it. It's really do recommend you check out a YouTuber called Alexis Arcade. She does like loads and loads of ARK videos, and you know, all on PC to show you guys just how to do things, and some really good videos as well. So make sure to check her out if you haven't already. So, you know, just showing you, she shows you loads of different stuff from the creature breeding, as well as all the brand new dinos, which the first dino that is going to be coming out is the Equus, which we have talked about. Well, a lot of people get annoyed because I say this wrong, but this is how I say it. I don't know, I don't know if that's so wrong, but that's usually just how I say it. And it is obviously, we're just gonna make it short and sweet. We're not gonna like go into it, because I have gone into like these new dinos loads and loads of times. But yes, it is the prehistoric horse that will be coming to ARK. The next one is, and one I always say the name wrong, you guys know I'm awful with my names, is the v753. This is like the humongous fish that can take down rafts and stuff like that. That is going to be added into the game. As you guys know, it is not tameable, it's not tameable and not rideable, but it is, you can force tame it. So obviously, you know, if you do want to try what it would be like if it was tameable, you can force tame it. Because when things aren't, you know, actually tameable, you can just force tame them if you are playing your single player, or if you know you've got commands or whatever. So that is pretty cool in that sense of things, because this guy is a monster and it can take down rafts. Basically, they're huge, they're absolutely huge. It's going to be good to have something extra big in the ocean on Ark Survival Evolved. The third dino that is going to be coming out of the update is the Angelus. I usually say this wrong as well, and it is tameable, but it's not rideable. Just a little sum up for this guy. It basically hunts for you. It just hunts and gets fish for you. Really useful. Say if you have, it's like, you know, say if you're starting off the game and you wanted to tame one of these to get you some fish and get you some food and get yourself a bit of an income of you know, a daily sort of like gather or food of fish. You know, it's going to be very useful in that sort of sense. So that is definitely very useful. And the final dino that is going to be coming out with this update is the Iguanodon. You all guys know about this. It's actually quite a quick mount as well. It is tameable and rideable. Right now, it's the only tameable and rideable dino that we've actually that there's actually out right now in that update. Apart from obviously the Equus, the horse. So it's the horse and the Iguanodon, and the other two aren't. Obviously, this is tameable, but it's not rideable. And then the Iguanodon and the Equus is. So, really big dinos to be looking forward to, guys. I'm looking forward to them as well. They're going to be interesting to see. Obviously, I'm more looking forward to the prehistoric horse than all the other ones. To be honest, I am really looking forward to the v753 as well. But, you know, prehistoric horse is going to be awesome. So, after all of that, it kind of moves on to the tech stuff of the update, which is when we're going to be getting the tech underwater bases. If you haven't seen some, make sure to go check out some other YouTubers as well. They show some really good in-depth videos into these underwater bases. When it does get released on console, I will do my own video to show you guys how to, you know, how I always do when it comes out on console. I'll show you how to use the tech underwater bases and stuff, because I kind of know how to do it already. It's because, you know, sometimes I do PC, and I'm planning to do more PC as I'm going to be getting my new computer very soon. which then when I do get that, I'm going to be looking towards doing lots of you know, console and PC, so you guys get to see all of the stuff nice and early. So tech underwater bases is definitely something to look forward to. We've also got a tech teleporter coming out, a tech Moser saddle, and a tech power generator. Moser saddle looks really good, makes them look so OP. The teleporter is basically you put one pad down and then you put another pad down somewhere else, which I think they could have got the ideas from a mod. If you guys, you know, watch Slubgator, you know, he's a great YouTuber. Most of you know, if you're all in the ARK community, he's like the biggest ARK YouTuber. I remember watching some of his old videos, you know, some of the ARK ones from back in the day, when they first got released, obviously, and he used the teleporter mod, and it was basically just going on like a little, like, sort of round thing that you can place on the ground, and then you place another one somewhere, and when you go onto it you can power it and you'll teleport to the other direction. So hopefully that will run very smoothly. I'm hoping so in the game, and it doesn't, you know, doesn't cause any problems. So that is a massive thing. Now before I get on to anything else, which is going to be all the new stuff that we didn't see before I did a video on this, I was just going to give you a little, you know, idea on what the ETA is and everything going on with that. So Jack basically said recently that, you know, that it's going to be closer to 2 weeks when the PC update just dropped, but this was the most recent thing he said. Just a note regarding the console, guys, we'll have, you know, we'll have ETAs when we kind of, you know, very soon. We'll update the patch notes and let you know when we know, basically. And then he said again, if I haven't said anything so far, that's because it's being worked on and there's no real precise ETA. Because there's been so much more added in, the update kind of got pushed back a bit, so I'm hoping that we'll have an ETA very soon. I mean, I was planning on, you know, this only being the next week we'll be seeing the update in, but it could potentially be 2 weeks now just because of the new stuff. I mean, it'll be great to see that if it's only a week's time. I mean, it's the 8th of April now, so, you know, it would be awesome to see some extra stuff, but obviously we will find out later on, you know, as time does go on. But anyway, guys, I'm going to be moving now on to the final stuff, which is obviously, well, it's not the final stuff, it's the new stuff being added in, which all of you know, the brand new menu redesign is there, guys. So I'm going to be showing you that right now. We'll just get, you guys have seen this in one of my older videos, so you won't have to worry about that. But that is just if you're new to the channel and you haven't seen my actual inventory video. So this is what it's going to look like. Really does look cool. I mean, lots of people say they prefer the old ones. It's going to be interesting to see what it's like in game. I think it does look much more slick and obviously professional than the old one, but well, you know, once it does get released, I suppose you can make up your mind whether you think this is going to be better or not. I mean, we'll obviously find out. I'm not too sure. I think about the, you know, the actual, you know, your row of items. I thought it looked quite cool before, and I thought it looked really slick still, but obviously, you know, making it look, you know, I'm not going to turn it down sort of, and all the pictures look so much more like in better quality within this new menu redesign as well. So that is definitely something to look forward to. So below that is obviously the flyer nerf, but I've made, you know, you guys know I've made a bunch of videos on this. It got nerfed really badly, the flyers. Loads of people complained, and then they got buffed. So if you haven't seen my last video, not the one from about 5 days ago, the most recent flyer nerf video, it's about a flyer buff. You want to go check that out. It's quite a long video, but it will explain basically everything to you guys about this flyer nerf, everything you need to know. And yeah, so it's not as bad. I think people are saying now, like from what I've heard from the feedback and stuff, that they think this one is perfect, you know, and it, you know, it gives obviously land dinos more of a chance to be used rather than just you know taming a you know, just taming some sort of flyer and then just making it really OP. So definitely something to look forward to. Obviously going to be a bit of a change for a lot of people, and you may not like it. Some of you guys will, some of you guys won't, depends on what you do most of, but it will definitely be better for the game in the long run. So as you can see below that is a reduced vault size. This was mainly happening just because I think that with the vaults, lots of people were making like vault bases and stuff, and you know, vaults are so hard to destroy. You all know that, you know, it takes ages to destroy them, and you know, they've got a crazy amount of health, and it's kind of like making them smaller is stopping people from making these humongous vault bases. And when, you know, and it's just going to make it more easier for bases, like when instead of having, you know, having to make these huge tall bases but just to fit a vault in, it's going to be much more, you know, easier for people to just have a smaller, reduced size vault that you can just put into your base. And you know, vaults aren't these humongous things. I mean, they might be in different places. You never know. But it, you know, as if you're a massive tribe, then maybe you do want a massive vault. But obviously, they're doing it just to stop people making these insane vault bases and things like that. So below that is something that a lot of people is going to struggle with now, which is a limited 1 C4 attached per dino. So as you guys know from the past, people get loads of the big turtles, the giant turtles, and then they put hundreds of C4 on the turtles. They get equipped, they come and pick the turtle up, and they drop it and detonate it, and they will destroy everything. You guys know that trick. It is an old trick in the book. Everyone uses it now, and so basically they think, you know, that's way, if the full game comes out, that's too hectic. You know, the full game is around the corner, and they can't have things like that where it's just it's just insane. Like, you just literally have one turtle, a bunch of C4, and you can blow up half of the base. Like, it's crazy. So definitely going to be something people are going to have to move on from. But then yeah, definitely I think this is a good idea personally myself, you know, to stop things from becoming too OP and make an ARK even more of a challenge. So below that is sheep now have a slaughter option where when you have a club, sword or hatchet equipped. Also works on PvE. So when with the sheep in the game, they'll have an option when you have a sword or a club or anything to do the slaughter on it, which you know, is interesting. I mean, I'm not too sure what I think about this, but it's going to be interesting. I suppose it's just they're trying to make the game, you know, like, I don't know, they're more like real life, which that still isn't nice at the same time, but you know, it is going to be something, it's going to be something interesting to see when that does get added in. Now, the second from last thing that is coming is one new hairstyle, one new facial style for male and female. So right now, this is the best I can get for you guys, but this was Jack showing us what it was released for version 256, which was growable ponytails with full physics, and mutton chops are on the menu. So you can see he's got ponytails now, looking very nice with the beard. So there's going to be different types, you know, there's going to be different types of facial hair you can get, and that's obviously just making it more real life and making it more, you know, more of a professional game. And there's probably, right now, I reckon they'll probably make a few changes before the full game to hair, but, you know, they're just releasing as much as they can, and, you know, it's going to, when you see this full finished game, it is going to be awesome. There's going to be some great stuff added in. So the final thing coming to the Xbox and the PS4 is the 20 new Explorer notes. It's always good to see new Explorer notes in the game, or that's what I think, because, you know, when you run across some Explorer notes, or you actually go and look for them, it is also, you know, it's exciting, especially when you get that XP boost, and, you know, it's exciting to find out the story behind the Explorer notes, and I do love, always, when I'm not expecting it, running across some Explorer notes. But anyway, guys, that has been the video. That is everything coming to the Xbox and the PS4 console update, which hopefully won't be too long. I was going to expecting it to be a week, as I said earlier, but I think it has been pushed back a little bit longer due to more stuff being added in. There's a chance more stuff could be added into the update, but I doubt it, because it's actually a huge update if you think about it. There's so much stuff coming in. The menu redesign is going to, you know, take up a lot of space. All this new stuff, all the new dinos, breeding, all the new tech stuff, the flyer nerf, changing lots of physics in the game. You know, it's quite a huge update, but I'm definitely looking forward to seeing when this is going to be released. And as I said, if you are on the PS4, it's exactly the same for you, so don't worry about that. It's just a different version. But if you guys did enjoy this video and you wouldn't mind dropping a like and you wouldn't mind subscribing, if you're new to the channel, that really does help me out, guys, as you do know. If you'd like to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, the links are always in the description down below to that, where I just post a load of different stuff about, you know, just talking about ARK in general, my life, everything, all on Twitter and Instagram, so make sure to drop that a follow. But thank you for watching, guys. Hope you did enjoy. Really looking forward to this update, and I'll see you guys later.